Postal is a franchise infamous in gaming and has gone down in history as one of the most insane and ridiculous games ever released. And personally, it is one of my favorite game franchises. I love the ridiculousness of it, the shitposty nature of it all, so I thought, let's make a retrospective on it. I'll talk about Postal 1, Postal 2, Postal 4, and I might talk about the Postal movie, who knows. I'll probably make a separate video on the Postal movie later on, if I feel like it. So without further ado, let's get on to the retrospective of the entire fucking Postal franchise. Postal 1 is an isometric twin-stick shooter released in 1997. And while the rest of the series is goofy and satirical, in Postal 1, you're just straight up a mass shooter. And unsurprisingly, the game was pretty controversial. And oh boy, was it controversial. While Postal 2 and Postal 4, dude, are haha head go boom. Postal 1, Postal dude has just got evicted from his house and believes the government is, well, trying to poison him and the population from the Air Force Base. So, believing himself to be immune, he begins to cull the infected population. He fights his way through city streets, mines, construction sites, and zoos, I guess. Okay. Until he arrives at the Air Force Base. After all is said and done, he arrives at the final place to go postal at, an elementary school. Yeah, I understand why this game got banned now. You may have realized that the loading screens for Postal 1 are, well, interesting, to say the least. And the music? Horrifying. Each loading screen contains text reflecting the Postal dude's state of mind. And it's easy to say, bro's not in the right headspace. Yeah, if it isn't obvious, Postal 1 has a much darker tone overall than the rest of the series. Apart from the base game, a Japanese exclusive version was released during Postal 2's development called Super Postal, with 2 exclusive levels, Tokyo and Osaka. DLC was released, including a supermarket, old people's home, yes, this is real, and this was all bundled up in a remaster re-release called Postal Redux in 2017, which includes all DLC, better graphics, and a rampage mode. Ah shit, I guess I just talk about the gameplay, huh? The gameplay is pretty simple. I mean, each level you need to kill a certain amount of hostiles to progress, and after which you move to the next level. You don't need to kill civilians, but the game doesn't stop you, so hey, why not? And, I mean, that's about it. You do that from level to level till you get to the final level, which was actually changed in Redux. In it, Postal Dude walks up to a grave behind a church, and after the coffin gets lowered, the one hostile in the level is gone, and the Postal Dude collapses. In both games, however, the ending cutscene is the same, and I'll let that play out right now.
Population pressure and the stress of modern life may cause an increase in violent tendencies. The urban environment is the incubator for all sorts of undesirable behaviors. However much his atrocities disgust us, he may actually consider himself a hero. This is common among those who, in the popular slang, go postal. In his tortured mind, he may feel that he's battling against impossible odds. It is not unusual for such individuals to believe that the entire fate of the world rests with them. In the end, our subject has displayed all the classic symptoms of paranoid delusions. We may never know exactly what set him off, but rest assured, we will have plenty of time to study him.
And yeah, that's Postal 1. It's pretty short, but enjoyable, and definitely a good sign of things to come. It's not my favorite in this series, but definitely has a lot of good qualities that actually elevate it above most games, even released back then. The gameplay is pretty good, the soundtrack is really good, and overall it's just a pretty good game.